Imagine being on one of the largest planes in the world, and the captain lets a passenger fly it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. I'm Bill, and this is Buffalo Air Park. Let's dive in. Are you ready for this? Good, because this story's got jaw-dropping engineering, and the ending will make you say, "You've got to be kidding me." We're talking about the Tupolev ANT-20bis, a Soviet giant that looked like it could rule the skies, but met its end in one of the most avoidable accidents in aviation history. Now, before we get to the head-shaking part, you've got to meet its big brother, the original ANT-20, known as the Maxim Gorky. Back in the 1930s, this thing was the largest airplane in the world, dreamed up by Andrei Tupolev as a flying propaganda palace. I'm talking a printing press that cranked out 10,000 leaflets an hour, a photo darkroom, an onboard cinema, a monster loudspeaker nicknamed the Voice from the Sky to beam communist messages to the masses. And get this, the wings were so big they had bunk beds inside, although sleeping with 8 engines a few feet away, well, probably not a restful night. But the Maxim Gorky didn't exactly enjoy a quiet retirement. On May 18, 1935, during a demonstration flight over Moscow, an I-5 fighter decided to show off with some loops around it. On the third loop, wham! It clipped the Gorky's wing. Both planes went down, killing 45 people, including 9 unlucky folks on the ground. The stunt was so reckless, the Soviets coined a whole new word for it, Blagianism, meaning cocky disregard for authority. So, what do you do after that kind of disaster? You build another one, of course. Enter the ANT-20bis in 1938, sleeker, with 6 more powerful Mikulin engines instead of 8, and capable of carrying up to 64 passengers. Aeroflot flew it mostly on Central Asian routes during World War II, logging 272 hours before disaster struck again. Here's where things get wild. December 14th, 1942. The ANT-20bis is cruising from Orgench to Tashkent with 26 passengers and 10 crew. At 1,600 feet, Captain Goivaz decides to hand the controls to a passenger. And not just any passenger. Kozlov, another pilot, but still not on the crew list. The co-pilot, Tropikov, is told to keep an eye on him while the captain steps out of the cockpit. Somewhere in this bizarre game of pass the airplane, Kozlov adjusts the horizontal stabilizer trim, basically changing the tail's angle, which controls pitch, except he cranks it the wrong way. The nose drops hard, and with almost no altitude to recover, the giant Tupolev dives into the ground at an 80-degree angle, 53 miles southwest of Tashkent. No survivors. The investigation? Brutal. They found the captain wasn't even in his seat when it happened. And worse, this wasn't the first time he'd let random people fly the plane. So, the largest Soviet airliner of its time, built to showcase technological might, ended up destroyed because the captain let a passenger fiddle with the controls. You just can't make this stuff up. I'm Bill, and I'll see you in the next one.